Multi-point body inspection recap. Today, 24 February 2025. Today is Monday, 24 February 2025. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm going to recap my multi-point body inspection. This is a self-examination to assess any problems / potential areas in my running training and is inspired by multi-point vehicle inspections of my car 2010 Toyota Corolla LE, silver color, at least currently. Owner starting in 2015 and ongoing. So that's the introduction. Overall summary: waist down, my legs have decreased in soreness. Waist to collarbone, my abs and abdomen and torso are no longer sore. And then collarbone and above, all clear. That is from I had a soreness. I returned to walk / running after over 2 weeks off back on Friday. This past Friday, what would that have been, the 21st? And so my torso was has been the first to kind of clear up on soreness, and then the legs are still working on improving. All right, problem areas. It was a work through soreness in my legs to not let it slow me down day out there walking / running, and so yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Sometimes is it requires a different mental cognitive state and physiological awareness to maintain a certain speed when I am sore. So even though I'm like, I feel the soreness, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm slow. So it requires a little bit different of a cognitive engagement. Potential problem areas. How is my heart doing without my Ludovic in person? It aches for him. So back in 2012, when I was living in South Africa, I've mentioned I got married Nathan Adrian. It was April, May, June 2012 when I was living in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. And so I was out for the night and I was blackout drunk, and we got married when I was out at a club. And then I got in the car and came back and went to somebody. They were putting all of us people who came back early in one room. And so we were in a room, and then they told us to go get stuff from our rooms, and then I was like, I don't really have anything to give, but I was like, okay, I'll go back to my room. And Ludovic came out around the corner in white, and we got married. And he brought Frenchmen with him, and he looked back then about like he does now in February 2025. He was a football player, like as in soccer, and he's French by ancestral origins. Played for the Poland national team though. So there we go. Very handsome. Yes, and so married Nathan Adrian, and then I married him in the same night. If I'm recalling correctly, he is a smoking hot man. He is what I would call a textbook example of my sexual taste. Yeah. So there we go. The potential problem areas. So I was awake. I was just blackout drunk. My heart sometimes need him. I need him in person at some point. All right, so that's why it's a potential problem area, not a problem area. All right, mental and cognitive correlations. So that goes back to soreness, and so engaging my brain a little bit differently. And a lot of that is when I'm sore is don't let the sore slow me down. So I start to focus kind of more on my physiological, like my breathing and stuff like that. For a little bit of a different speed gauge, so to speak. In conclusion, no problems. I'm working through soreness though. So there we go. And I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, and that's my multi-point body inspection recap, 24 February 2025.